Well, we started that Kufuor together with Alassane Ouattara, making sure that both Cote d'Ivoire and Ghana work together to remove that, let's say, the mafia involvement within our pricing. So that process has already started.
Right.
Whether or not President Mahama will continue that relationship so that we can do that and then have like our own OPEC, oil producing, exporting countries, whereby the Arabs in the 70s now then controlled the pricing and left the Europeans and the Americans out of the mix. So it's for the President Mahama to continue working with His Excellency Alassane Ouattara to build on the relationship that President Akufo-Addo did, so that we can have our own, let's say, strength in determining the cocoa price worldwide. But it's about leadership, totally leadership, and the lack of leadership. The NDC are given reasons why they won't bail out the cocoa farmer. And then you wonder whether or not, and what Elvis said is 100% on point. Listen, Nana, in around, let's say, is it 9 months or so, or 10 months or so, we are in 2027, thereabouts. The NDC have only one more year, the 2027 period, to deliver. As of now, they've not delivered anything. I know we're going to come on to their 24-hour economy, Jumawura, all the other, their flagship policies.
They're sure they've not delivered anything?
Oh, they've not, but we'll come to it. We'll come to it. I'm talking about the flagship policies. You have from January 1st, 2027, a year to deliver. Because anything you do in 2028 is cause 90. Elvis mentioned something. Cocoa will send them to opposition. I'll explain to you why.
You think so too? You agree with Elvis?
I believe so. The government is broke. If you're not broke, why is it that last month, Controller and Accountant General's Department struggled to pay salaries at the OGM, Office of Government Machinery. End of service benefits from the former administration, up to date, are still not paid. And they're talking about, oh, we're verifying, we're auditing.
Yeah, there's auditing, which you agree should be done.
Hold on. 2017, I want to come on track. In 2017, in 2017, when we came to power, within 5 months they've been paid.
You didn't do auditing?
We did auditing. August, listen. August of, if you talk, come with facts. I'm giving you receipts. I was in government. So if I tell you that in August of 2017 you were paid, take it as fact. We're in the month of Ramadan. Do I want to spoil my fast by telling lies?
No.
Come on. Some things are just sacrosanct. Call Haruna Idrisu. Call others in your government. I'm talking 2016. Ask whether they were paid or not. Coming back on track. Why am I citing these examples? You can't pay salaries at the OGM. You found it difficult. And when they said they were verifying, staff members. Likewise, end of service benefits you can't pay. Contractors you can't pay. You've increased electricity to 9.86%. Water. So a government that has money, that is liquid, that can actually invest in the economy, you are showing that you are far from that template. The results are there. Now, if you open a business, you employ 10 people, then 3 months later you can't pay salaries, your business is not doing well. And then you start taxing people. That's where we are right now. NDC government is broke. Why do I say so? In 2024, thereabouts.
But if they're broke, that's why you left them.
I'm coming. Oh, let me come. How do we leave them broke? They keep talking about how the economy is doing so well. Had we not stabilized, or rather made sure that doomsday was a thing of the past? You saw how GDP had increased exponentially. Agriculture, the mainstay of our economy, had increased exponentially. The planting for food and jobs brought those dividends into the economy. You can't tell me that when you have over 296 1D, 1F factories working, that is how
They're all working.
200 are online right now, out of the 296. It was on February 20th. President Mahama went to B5, the steel factory. Talking about now we're going to do 24 hours. This is the second phase. Hold on. The first phase of B5 Plus was commissioned and opened by President Akufo-Addo in 2021, June. What are you talking about? And then,
that's a private
and then we
company.
gave, listen, 150 metric million metric cubes of gas to actually power that industry. I know we'll come on to the 24-hour economy, so I don't want to merge the two.
Sure.
But I'm saying that we've laid the foundation to actually boost the economy, which we have, which we did, and the results are there. You're saying holistically, employment increasing. Now, coming back to what I'm saying, that in terms of them being broke, relating to Ato Forson. In the campaign trail, we were paying 3,100.
Yeah.
What did Ato Forson say?
6,000.
No, he promised 6,000, but he said, okay, we're cheating the farmer.
Yeah.
Now you come and pay them 2,587, way off your 6,000 mark. And then you sit here, when I say you, the NDC commentators.
Well, they actually did an increase of the 3,000.
Yes, yeah, but the reality
is now that they are saying that they are unable to pay because of the reality. So
the reality is this: when the price went up to $12,000 a ton, that's when you sell. Okay. When the price was high, Elvis has just recounted.
So we failed to sell when the prices went up. We hedged.
Yes, we didn't even hedge. They're relying on spot
sales.
We are in this mess because of NDC's indecision, and Randy Abbey should take it on the chin. Leadership has caused the NDC and the farmers and Ghana to be in this position.
Not because of the debt he inherited.
How is it debt? We grew the assets. Forgive me if I'm shouting.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay. We grew the assets. We found cocoa assets at 7 billion Ghana in 2017. We grew those assets to 29 billion in 2024. Now, that's cocoa roads. That's also the productivity enhancement programs like the hand pollination and the pruning, which saw us in 2021 exceed for the highest record over 1 million tons in cocoa production. I mentioned last week, before a cocoa tree will give you 20 pods.
Yeah.
Under Akufo-Addo, because of the hand pollination and pruning, one cocoa tree, 200 pods. It's there. So I'm giving you an audit, a chronology of how the NPP invested. So why was it that when cocoa prices slashed, it crashed in 2017, 2018 by 40%, as I'm talking, Mr. Omepaumacho Ofane, Google. Yes, so you can come back to me. Prices crashed 2017-18, 40%. It went down from $3,000 to $1,900 per ton. When we entered, what did we do? How was it that we made sure that farmers were still paid 475 cedis per bag or 7,600 cedis per ton? How did we do it? We utilized the stabilization support fund.
Right.
Now, that's how we did it. And in addition to that, President Akufo-Addo said, do you know, we have to forfeit our export, what do you call it, earnings. I'm talking the tax.
The tax.
So that we can protect the farmer. That's what we did. Because the person that you value, you support.
Right.
And that's what Akufo-Addo did. Yes. This is fact. I'm hoping that you can ask cocoa farmers. Because otherwise my colleague from the NDC will say it's a lie. Let the cocoa farmer call in. They are the best arbiter. The best person to speak on this issue. Not my brother, not Elvis, not me. Let them call in and say, yes, Ibrahim, this is what we experienced. Government forfeited its cocoa export revenue to support the farmer. So when there was a crash of 40%, we still paid the farm gate price. We didn't reduce because we value the cocoa farmer. Meanwhile, Côte d'Ivoire, same year, they slashed their farm gate price because of the crash by 36%. If you're in government, as I was, and I know the fingers at it's on my fingertips.
Côte d'Ivoire will run some sort of a deregulated system.
I understand, but I'm telling you the reality on the ground. The farmer doesn't care about deregulated. They know, what am I getting? His Excellency Alassane Ouattara. They were slashed by 36%. We did not slash, given that a 40% slash.
Right.
So is it that the NPP are more intelligent? Is that we are more patriotic? It's because we are more disciplined in making sure that where our anchors of the economy are, you support it. What Elvis was mentioning, that in the value chain, there's over 3 million Ghanaians connected to cocoa.
Yeah.
This 2027-2028 season that is now approaching, you'll see so many people shipping or smuggling to Ivory Coast. if I'm growing corn right now, maize, abele, I'm growing oranges, I'm growing yam, I can go to Cote d'Ivoire and sell, as we do.
But currently, Ivory Coast itself is struggling
But
to
I'm just
sell,
saying,
so
I'm
it
just
won't make economic sense.
Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Togo, Benin, wherever. I can export it without government involvement. We have handcuffed, and that's where Elvis was coming in. We've handcuffed the cocoa farmer, saying it's become like gold. You cannot sell cocoa without our say-so. And given the way they are mismanaging the sector, the cocoa farmer is suffering. Because he's like, why can't I sell?
Right.
Because I'm not getting the market price, and you guys have depleted the economy in terms of the cocoa sector directly. So how is it that at all force you tell us that we are cheating the cocoa farmer at 3,100? You promise 6,000, then you reduce 2,587, and then you say you're paying 70% of the FOB. 70% of what? 6,000? Are you paying 70% of 6,000? Sometimes we have to be factual. We shouldn't hoodwink the Ghanaian. If I promise you 6,000 Ghana, and now I'm paying you 200 cedis, and then I'm saying, but at least I'm paying you 70% of 200 cedis.
But it's the value that matters.
It's the value. And cocoa farmers are the best determinants of this. In terms of the debt that I talked about, you have right now the Western region, because cocoa farms over time do die. They do die.
Yeah.
And then you're having right now, in terms of the Western region, is now the front of where you're having new shoots, new cocoa farms being virile and versatile and growing and producing. Whereas in Oti region and other parts of the Volta region and other areas, Eastern region as well, those farms are depleting. So somebody will say, Ibrahim, so you spent all this money on cocoa roads. Why are you continuing to spend more? Because the cocoa industry is not just about getting the pod or the beans to Tema or Takrady. You want to develop the area as a whole.
But why should that be the burden of COCOBOD?
It's not about being the burden of COCOBOD. Because COCOBOD, is COCOBOD not benefiting from the farmers?
Indeed, they are.
So if I benefit, I shouldn't reinvest in your area. What's going to happen now? They've taken it away. That's saying, okay, we're now taking the
cocoa road debts.
They call it debt, but it's an investment. It's an asset. If you build a house, until you pay for it, is it not a debt? It's a debt. But if you start renting rooms in your house, suddenly, and you're having tenants, suddenly that debt that they call is an asset. So they should be clearly, they should frame their arguments very well. You had 7 billion of assets when we came. We shot it to 29 billion of assets. Yes, it's debt because you use money to make those assets. But now you are having hospitals and schools with proper roads within those cocoa areas that have financed Ghana's economy for all this while.
Right.
So when you say should it be the debt of the burden of COCOBOD, if I'm benefiting from you, I need to also reinvest and make sure that you also benefit from the taxation that we are doing. They have totally mismanaged this cocoa sector. No amount of argument that the NDC can give to not only we the Ghanaians, but to cocoa farmers can convince them.